From Neural Newscast, I'm Benjamin Roth.
And I'm Claire Donovan.
Microsoft has confirmed it provides encryption recovery keys to federal investigators when requested through valid court orders. It is a move that raises new questions about digital privacy defaults. The practice came to light following a fraud investigation in Guam, where the FBI obtained keys to unlock 3 encrypted laptops. This development highlights a fundamental difference in how major tech giants handle sensitive user data stored in the cloud.
The laptops in the Guam case were protected by BitLocker software. This program scrambles data so only someone with a specific key can read it. Microsoft recommends that users store these recovery keys on company servers for convenience. If a user loses their password, Microsoft can help them regain access. However, this same convenience allows the company to comply with government subpoenas.
It is a question of architectural philosophy. Microsoft receives approximately 20 requests for these keys every year. They argue that customers are in the best position to decide how to manage their security. But critics like Senator Ron Wyden argue this is irresponsible. He suggests that shipping products with these vulnerabilities risks the digital safety of every user.
Federal investigators admit they often lack the tools to break this level of encryption without help. In previous cases, they had to rely on finding keys written down or stored on unencrypted drives. Now that the process for requesting keys from Microsoft is clearer, we may see an increase in these types of warrants. This puts Microsoft in a unique position compared to its peers.
The contrast with other tech companies is stark. Apple and Meta have built systems where they do not hold the keys at all. Even if a judge orders them to provide data, they physically cannot do it. By prioritizing user convenience over absolute privacy, Microsoft has created a backdoor that investigators are now learning to use regularly.
Practical and accessible, offering grounded advice for listeners. Privacy experts suggest users should store their keys on physical hardware, like a thumb drive, instead of the cloud. This simple change removes the company as a middleman. It shifts the burden of security entirely back to the individual. While Microsoft allows this, it is not the default setting for most Windows users today.
In other news, elite wealth advisors are pushing back against artificial intelligence tools designed for client prospecting. They argue that human referrals remain the only way to land ultra-rich clients. Market data firms are currently pitching AI as a revolutionary way to find individuals with more than $100 million in assets. However, leaders at top advisory firms say these tools are failing to deliver meaningful results.
These advisors claim that finding a name and an email address is only a small part of the job. For people at this level of wealth, cold emails are almost entirely ineffective. Growth executives report that the most successful strategies still involve long-term relationship building and networking with experts like estate lawyers. They see AI tools as just a new coat of paint on old databases.
It seems to be a matter of trust versus efficiency. One CEO noted that his firm grew by securing a private jet for a client in an emergency. That kind of personal service creates a moment that an algorithm cannot replicate. In the world of high finance, the labor of building a reputation is still the most valuable asset a professional has.
The data supports this view as well. At some firms, 70% of organic growth comes directly from personal networks and referrals. The sales cycle for a single client can often take over a year of consistent interaction. While AI can process data for cents on the dollar, it cannot provide the subject matter expertise required to manage a billion-dollar fortune.
It is a rare instance where the limitations of tech are viewed as a competitive advantage. Advisors are looking for quality over quantity. They would rather have 30 high-value clients than a list of thousands generated by a large language model. It shows that even in a digital age, some sectors of the labor market remain shielded from automation by the complexity of human emotion.
This focus on the personal touch defines the ceiling for AI in professional services. Until a machine can build a decade of trust with a family office, the human advisor is safe. That is our look at the stories shaping our world today.
I'm Benjamin Roth.
And I'm Claire Donovan.
Neural Newscast is AI-assisted, human-reviewed. View our AI transparency policy at neuralnewscast.com.